to the groove. All by themselves. That's the new move. Where I'm from, we like to go dumb. I'm soaking up the game. I'm seeing how it's done. I ain't shorty what they call it. She said the pool palace. Straight from Bankhead. I said you're good at it. What you do, you and your crew. They even got players and thugs doing it too. The more that I the more it's looking smooth. It's nothing to a boss. I can see two.
Snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, do your style. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey,
chillin' in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes. Feeling real cool. Reppin' my block, straight from the deck.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Up next, it's our main event between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway for Wild Card Weekend. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
get set.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, that's McCoy. And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. And they finally stopped him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
Get set.
Here's Robinson up the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. Harrison secures this left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Third down give to Robinson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Well, it's 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
It is caught left side. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Ready?
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19-18.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. Now maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And with 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13.
19. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
On the jump.
It's 3rd down.
19 sets. 19.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll take it in short of midfield. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return.
I'm pretty sure his special teams coach is going to have a talk with him after that one. He can get as creative as he wants and do whatever he wants. Just don't lose yardage or the ball. You start doing either, and there's a problem.
There's the intensity we expected to play off. Defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short distance.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
A loss of 9 yards. Another 3 and out.
Michael Pilardi on the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta
49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Our score, 6-0. Back to Levi Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Staying with Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down in distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. But as I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
On 2nd down, Robinson. He's stopped at the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play action now. Purdy flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to set up just beyond the 10-yard line. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him.
And a power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
They set up the screen here for Hall. This winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
They give on 2nd to Hall. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Rick Martin making that play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger. Stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. On again comes Michael Pilardi for another punt. James sets a return. Has it at the 37. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. First and 10 now from the 46. Play action now with Purdy. Called in left side. And he works this to the 38 before going down. And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. The 49ers with the lead here at Levi Stadium. Robinson on the inside. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And the Birds got to it.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He's out in the clear. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Gain of 26 yards there. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Daniels now on first down. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Just a yard left to go on second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Hits him on the out route. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the third and short.
Daniels keeps it himself. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They'll run here. It's Hall. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles tie it in the final minute of the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles take the lead on that successful kick. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Cade. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Off the play fake. Purdy. Buying some time right. Brought in right side. And he's stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. We've set it down from 37. First down throw by Purdy. He's going deep this time. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw it. He's loaded another one up. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for San Francisco.
All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They start the half with a give to Hall. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Hall. Makes the tackle. He's got space ahead. There he goes on the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles grow the lead coming out of halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
That one splits the uprights, and the Eagles grow their lead to 8.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Stop.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one quickly to Harrison. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
18. Watch out.
From the gun is Purdy. Connects with Harrison again. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Get set, get set. Up.
From the gun, it's Robinson. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Pick up of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
All set to go now from the 35.
Outside.
First down, Purdy to throw. Forced out to his right. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and then he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Taken in by Harrison. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
16 yards. That's another 49er
Get
first
set,
down.
get set. Up.
Now we're on with Robinson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Outside.
First carry here for Jordan James. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
3rd down, they need 7.
Get set, get set.
Purdy on the play action. Brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Outside.
There's a throw. Here's Purdy. Has it in close. He has the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
No, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on 2 more.
The 49ers.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. They draw just the right throw, and we're tied. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Daniels. Setting up the running back screen. Up the sideline, past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Hall running between the tackles. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Hall gets it again on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th.
Got it. Ready.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here's Hall once more. And he works this to the 38 before going down. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the 6. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd down.
Ready.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Connection is made. Heilman. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Eagles 1st down. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
It's Hall on the carry. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
And this is 3rd down.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right
Let's go
there.
now.
1st and goal. At the
Viking 18.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He gets him 9 yards, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
On the set.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down.
Let's go.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
49ers 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A big play. 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Purdy setting up that play action. Catch me on the right side by Nakua. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down.
Get set. Up.
Robinson on the inside give. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Robinson will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That's up and through for the point after. And the 49ers tie this game at 21. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion.
Stop your lying.
They start the drive with Hall. Dancing past him. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80.
Setting up to pass. Out left, Dio Manor makes the grab. And they get the 1st down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And an Eagles 1st down.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And this hasn't been a common sight for him tonight, but the defense wins this round. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd and 4 coming up now. This is Hall. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. 4 seconds remaining. They're going to take a timeout. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Direction doesn't look good here. He missed it right. And barring a miracle, we're set up for overtime.
That's the life of an NFL kicker. A chance to be a hero, and unfortunately, he can't end this one. And now? Well, now it's incumbent upon his teammates to pick him up and maybe give him that game-winning opportunity coming up in overtime.
18, what's up?
Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner, and now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, no longer an oddity compared to our first 18 weeks. It's all going to work the same now. Both teams guaranteed a shot with the football regardless of who wins the opening toss. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, it is next score wins.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It has been a heavyweight fight to begin these playoffs, and we're not done yet. The kick is away, and overtime has begun. Fielded at the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first, as they'll take a moment to plan their next steps here in OT. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Headed out right. He's keeping it. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all was that he couldn't quite get the first down.
Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Play action now with Purdy. Able to find Nakua here. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It's caught by Harrison. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. The right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4.
And the 49er first down.
1st and 10. Around to Robinson. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
That's incomplete on 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
On 3rd down, Purdy. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Big moment here in OT. The offense staying out on 4th.
Get set, get set.
4th down, pass coming. And this one's incomplete. That could be the shift, Brock, that decides this game. They turn it over on downs to begin overtime. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
Here's Hall. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
This is Alvin Kamara with it.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. They set up the screen here for Hall. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Running this with Hall. And this one's going a long way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The next score sends somebody through in our postseason. So high stakes as they step up here for 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And he runs it in for the touchdown. Start the celebration, baby. They win it in overtime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with their own win. And that was the type of game you can only hope for in the postseason, Brock. Couple of deserving teams laying it all out there, and they were finally able